there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Lance Berkman will hit next. And that one pulled foul. So here's Scherzer. On the ground.
Foul ball.
And foul ball.
That's high. That's a ball.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets
tapped softly on the ground. 1 away. The second run of the inning scores. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Good
0 balls, 1 strike.
Right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
The 0-2.
What you got?
Checks his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Check swing.
That's a ball.
Did he go? No, he didn't. Not
count
close
is full
with that one. And a full count now. Rutschman, the runner at second with 1 away.
Hee-haw!
He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Willy Adames stands in.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Adames getting to start at shortstop, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher
it's
wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that one missing low. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
This is Corbin Carroll. Puts a bunt down. Fires to first on the run.
Got him.
And they get the out. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's William Contreras. And first offering is fouled off.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. On and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Max Scherzer goes to work. There's a swing and a miss.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
That misses
One ball,
the
2
zone,
strikes.
and a count 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. His first at bat was a strikeout. The shortstop takes a ball.
1-0.
Next pitch
That's
is
a ball.
outside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And that's
a ball.
downstairs and outside. Swings and misses,
2.
and we're filled up.
Count's full.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Mark McGwire. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
A lot of times
0-1.
you see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row. Because hitters just can't lay off of it.
0-2.
Another one. That's 5. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Ball 1
That
low.
missed. That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Come on and knocks him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Here comes Bryce Harper. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt.
Ball.
Ball 1.
1-1.
And the
That's
slider
in. Ball.
just misses. Two pitches in there, and the count is even.
2-2.
This is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Fans
Right.
another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Manny Ramirez, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
Comes
Right
up
2.
empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a
0-2.
good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Babe Ruth. Swings through that one out in front that time.
It's 0-1.
No, this group of hitters showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and
No
they've
balls,
been able to
2
push
strikes.
a couple of runs across to score as well.
And now 6 strikeouts in a row. And now the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Still relatively
0-2.
early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up
That's
to
a
do
ball.
more damage later in this game.
1-2.
Guys
Right.
swinging for the strikeout. 7 in a row by way of the K. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. Carroll brings it in for the third out. Ready now for the fifth inning, and now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Well, these players just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this
No balls, 2
capable
strikes.
of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And
No, that's out.
This is outside for a ball. 1-2 to count. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. See you later. That one felt good, and they've got their first run. It's 2-1. And now late on that fastball.
No balls, 1 strike.
Outside
That's a
low,
ball.
and the count even 1-1.
Strike
Swing
2.
and a miss. As he was
1
out
and 2 is
front
the
that
count.
time. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And the batter now, Bryson Stott. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Late that
2.
time, and it's strike 2.
Boom, that's
0-2.
cheddar, baby.
Left field. Ruth going after it. He's got it. That's out number 2. So up next, Willie Adames. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
There's
Here.
and that's in the
Ball. 1-2.
Here's the pitch to Adames. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Rutschman down to first with it.
Oh.
Got him. Inning over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Lance Berkman. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
0-1.
0-1. Ball 1
Ball.
there. Next offering is fouled back. The tag.
Out
and
on the
he's
tag.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Caught looking his first time up.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
He was late there, strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not
0-1.
sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Quickly in an
0-2
count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
It's 0-1.
And that gets down for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. So digging in, Alfonso Soriano, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that
That's
one
a ball.
almost hit him.
1-0. Ball.
struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Right, off of first with 2 away. Runner on the go. Swings through it, and that's a strike. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Smith back to work. High fly ball out towards left field. And that gets down in the corner. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Wastes no time there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Contreras swings through it for strike
No
one.
balls, 1 strike. Ball. 1-1.
On the ground,
Foul!
right side, and that's just foul. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Trying to move him over here. Tosses to first, and that's an out on the sacrifice. Adrian Beltre getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, and he just misses.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And
that's a ball.
In the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Slider
3-1.
outside.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
This guy's sink has
Full
so
count.
much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger.
Got him swinging. Here comes Bryce Harper. 1 for 2. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 2 outs. Swings through that one for strikes 2.
He got away with
0-2.
one there, but he knows he can't.
Hold on. He's coming home. Puts a bunt down. Soriano. It's safe at first.
He's in
the bunt
there.
single. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. There's the strike.
0-1. One ball,
Pitch
2
out,
strikes.
but no action. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
2-2.
Pitch inside.
Got him on the tag.
Out there. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Foul ball there.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight. At bat. McGuire at the plate now as he chases after that one.
0-1.
And
1 ball, 1 strike.
All tied up here in the bottom of the sixth. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 and 2's the count.
Hanks misses. It's a strikeout. So here's the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. He's already homered in this game. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Ruth,
0-1.
38 years old, and he's usually in right, today starting in left. Strike two.
Boog, if I was to break it down and make
No
it
balls,
simple,
2
I
strikes.
would say right field's kind of a chill spot compared to left field. Left field.
D-Rag!
Threw it for the... And we're back. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Just
That's
off the
inside. That's a
inside
ball.
edge.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sent it over to first. Nicely done for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He's already homered here in this one. Check
1 ball,
swing,
no strikes.
appeal.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
That one outside.
2 and 1.
Now 2 balls and a strike.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there,
Ball.
but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Ball 4,
That's a
runner
walk.
take your
Went
base.
with another changeup and missed the spot. Go ahead, run on base. And now the DH, Jorge Soler. Fires to second
Go.
for 1. To McGuire in time. That's an inning-ending double play. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now, Sammy Sosa. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Carroll makes the grab and a quick out number 1. Here's Adley Rutschman. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
From a
0 balls,
pitcher's
1 strike.
perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his
1
fastball,
and 1.
and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Late with the swing there.
Hey!
Base is empty, 1 away.
1 and
Near
2's the
bottom
count.
of the 7th. Curve, hit right back to him. Fires over
He's
to
up.
first. Rutschman retired. So 2 down now, and here is Lance Berkman. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
0 and 2.
Got him. And good work. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Bryson Stott. inside.
Ball.
1-1.
One and one.
That clips the corner. Fights it off. You'll see another. Got him swinging for the catch. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. Ground ball up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Stepping in, Corbin Carroll. Swings through that one. One away.
It's 0-1.
Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first.
Here.
And a swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes,
0-2.
some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
There goes the runner. Bunted back towards the mound. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really important at bat coming up now.
Contreras up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Runners on the move. Trying to move the runners over. Scoops it up barehanded to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Beltre.
That's
at
up.
the
That's a
plate
ball.
And takes high there. So 2
That's
balls
a ball
and
down.
no strikes.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall too.
Popped up. Soriano. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away. Here comes the always dangerous Bryce Harper in a big situation. The first overall pick back in 2010. And now everybody's running. Bunts it in the air. Now he launches a throw over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike
No
1.
balls. 1
Base
strike.
knock here really gives them an opportunity to take control of this ball game. You don't want that other team to think they have a shot.
0-2.
And a knock here would be a big blow.
Double steal. And he couldn't hold- On to the bottom of the 8th. And now
Ooh. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, too. Run it back, bitch.
Jeez.
I did not lose. I don't know
lost,
what you're
bruh.
doing, fool, in the fucking menu, dog. I did not lose. I, no, I didn't. You can go ahead and think you won, fool, but let's go. Okay. Go ahead. Think that. I'm gonna play you. Shut up.
Beltre. That one
1-0.
close. And this one is off and running. Check swing and he went. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Up the middle, and that squirts through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Bryson
Ball.
Stott in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that one sliced foul. Beltre aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one popped in the air, left field. He's got it. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Manny Ramirez.
0-1.
The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. That one fouled off. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here is Bryce Harper. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Strike
Big swing and a
two.
miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with
0-2.
that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
1-2.
Missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. That one is
2-2.
upstairs. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. At the belt and fires. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here with my pal Singy. And today on the hill, Blake Snell. What do we have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential
0-1.
between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters have a hard time staying back.
Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first.
Oh.
Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Here's the center fielder, Lance Berkman. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup, Berkman.
0-1.
6'1", batting second in today's lineup, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he starts in the outfield. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire. And that's it.
1-0.
And that really speaks to his athletic ability, being able to move from an infield position to go out into the outfield, and it would suggest he's got a pretty good arm as well.
Yeehaw!
Swings through that one for strike one.
1-1.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt.
1-2's the count.
Silla picks up. Top of the second. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames. Glavin back to work. That one ripped but foul. The shortstop
1-1.
takes the ball.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
1-2's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time to
He's
get
out.
him. One away on the strikeout. Bellinger up to hit.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of
1-0.
that junk.
And that skips in the dirt. Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development.
Ha!
I mean, this is a guy now that is
1 ball,
turned
1
into
strike.
one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a fourth-round pick out of Hamilton High School
1-2.
in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. Swing and a ball popped up. Right. Sizes this one up. Makes the grab. 2 down. And now, William Contreras. Cut on and lifted in the air. It falls in, and that's a knock.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
This is Corbin Carroll. And that's
Ball.
downstairs. Ball one.
One ball, no
Contreras,
strikes.
The runner at first with 2 gone. And
That's
that
a ball.
one is in the dirt. Ball 2. This one lifted in the air, left field. Ruth makes the grab on the run. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the left fielder, Babe Ruth. And the first
Ball.
pitch misses for ball 1. Strike 1.
Love to see it. Power versus
1-1.
power right there.
Way
2-1.
inside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
That's down
3-1.
again. A slider missed. 3-2
Hoo-yah.
now.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
Count's full.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
3.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun. And now the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. And that is out of play. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Bellinger makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. Carroll makes the catch, and that's the inning. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Now, here is Jorge Soler. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field. Pretty well struck. Ruth going back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Adrian Beltre.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first
Oh,
pitch,
yeah.
man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
0-1.
Comes up empty.
2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe
No
double up
balls,
on a
2
pitch.
strikes.
This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because
Ball.
hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swing and a miss. Throw to first
He's
in
go.
time.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Stop.
Huh?
Down the box. Comes up empty with
0
a
balls,
swing
1
there.
strike.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Makes the catch, inning over. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Late
Hee-haw!
on that fastball.
So hard to touch.
0-1.
Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while
Right.
as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Beltre whips it across, and that quickly 2 away. Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Swing
Yeah,
and a
what?
miss as he was late that time.
In the
No balls,
on-deck
one
circle,
strike.
You really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good
0-2.
hittable fastball early in the count.
On the inside corner for start of the fourth. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
You know, this group of
0-1.
hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. That misses.
1-0.
And that's ball one. Fought off foul. Fourth inning underway. No score. In the air, right field. Sosa. He's got it. And there's one away. Willie Adames stands in. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a
0-2.
ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And here comes Bellinger.
Wood!
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
It's 0-1.
Bellinger, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the fourth round back in 2013.
0-2.
Rudder takes off. Chases that one out of the... Ready to go, bottom four at the plate. Elly De La Cruz. Squares the bunt, but that rolls foul.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone.
No balls,
You
2
can't
strikes.
do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Now the number 2 hitter, Lance Berkman. Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
0-1.
That's inside.
1-1.
And he swings through that one.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball
1-2.
right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
That's a ball.
Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2-2.
Contreras collects,
He's
fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. And now the first baseman, Mark McGwire. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Check swing called strike, and that's strike 1. Now one
That's
miss.
a ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next
That's a
offering
ball.
Upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Did he go?
Swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. He did not go around. 2 out, space is empty. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. And strike 1 to the catcher.
Well, these guys,
0 balls, 1 strike.
Goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some...
This ball is roped, and it gets down into the gap in right center. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into...
He's trying for third. And he lays one down the left side. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Fly to left his first time. And that's
1-0.
And another
2-0's the
ball.
count.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Down, ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that'll load
That's
the
ball
bases.
4. Runner, take your base.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
And all three runners on the move here.
Ha!
Squeeze attempt misses. They
0-1.
get a tag on him. Runners at the corners, one away. And we're at the top of the fifth.
Hut!
So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game. This is Bryson's stop. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. It's a squeeze, and it rolls foul. Next pitch
That's
is
the ball.
outside. And a breaking
2-1.
ball. This is outside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's
Yeah.
shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch
2-2.
that he wants to hit.
Count is full.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Babe Ruth. Snell back to work. That one
1-0.
misses, and that's ball 1.
You know, this group of hitters, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game,
Ball.
and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
That one
3-0.
misses, and that's ball 3.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Sosa in the box now. Take strike 1.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
First and second here, no outs. And that one
Ball.
misses up and in. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swings
Yeah.
through that.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right
No
there.
balls,
He
1
didn't
strike.
look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything
Front
off
2.
speed right here.
And strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Two on, 1 out.
Right.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Here's Adley Rutschman. Grounded out his first time. Swings
Hack.
through that one. 0-1.
Not sure if he
It's
was
0-1.
expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie
That's
there
inside.
and just
Ball.
watched it the entire way.
Swing
Yeah.
and a miss. And And that is strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move.
Strike!
And a swing. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now at the plate, Manny Ramirez. New pitcher now, Jake Arrieta.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
First pitch
Ball.
doesn't find the zone.
You can expect this
1
hitter
and
to
0.
be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Ball.
And misses inside.
2-0.
That's off
Ball.
the mark, and it's 3-0. So definitely
3-0.
a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Swing and a miss.
Full count.
That one misses.
Ball 4. Take
So
your base.
leadoff walk. So here is Bryce Harper.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count
Hey,
kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence
0-1.
in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Next off
1-1.
way upstairs. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th.
That missed.
And
That's a ball.
off the inside edge. And it's
2 balls, 1
2-1.
strike.
Outside.
Ball.
Well, in this count, runner
3-1.
not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to
Hey,
avoid
run.
a double play here, Boog.
Cut on and missed. Good.
We got a full
Changeup
count.
right there. And the count is filled up. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And Harper down on strikes. Adames
Hike
can't
one.
hold up, and that's a strike.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off down the right side. Ramirez stands at first with 1 out. Runner takes off, and a sac bunt here. Whips it to first on the
He's out.
run. And very nicely done for the out. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but
1
is
ball, no strikes.
increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
That one
2-0.
missing inside.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone.
Ball.
If he doesn't, give him a walk.
3-0.
Swing
Yeehaw.
and a miss. And it's 3-1.
3 balls
Runner at
and no
second,
strikes.
2 down. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. This one could be trouble. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking
Heck.
to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first. They limit the damage here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the third baseman, David Wright. Ball 1 there.
1-0.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Carroll moving under it. And there's 1 down. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing
Yeehaw.
and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
And a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty.
OJ's always
1-2.
finessing
Down 1
somehow.
and 2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first.
That's an out.
Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. And here is Lance Berkman. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 2.
Man, he really sells the
0-2.
changeup with that arm action.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights that one.
They want you to play with them?
Count remains 0-2. In the air, right field, Carroll. He's got it, and that is out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Very
1 ball,
high
1
with that
strike.
one. And that is ball 1. Almost got
2-1.
him.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that
2
pitch.
2's the count.
Shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to
Full
yourself,
count.
how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Swinging at ball 4. That is off the outside edge. So now the DH spot, Jorge Soler. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And the batter now, Adrian Beltre, 1 for 3. In the air, out towards left center. Berkman makes the grab, and that's the inning. And we're back, bottom of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire. First off,
That's inside,
just
ball.
misses. Outside
2-0's
for
the count.
breaking ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Up and
Ball.
in. Now 3-1. That clips
Hiya!
the corner.
Definitely got the hitter conscious. of
Count
the
is full.
pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss.
Three!
Struck him out. One away. Big time out leading off the home 7th. Babe Ruth digs in now. He is struck out and he is walked. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Here comes the 0-1. And that's
No,
downed
ball.
away.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
1-1.
If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go
Ball.
back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
2-1.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Comes up empty. That's that's strike two.
He normally does
2-2.
damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And it remains 2-2. Scherzer deals. Pitch in the
Full
dirt,
count.
and it's 3-2.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And the tying run is on base. One down, runner at first. And now the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Oh, yeah.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Check swing, called strike. Off the
That's
mark
a ball.
there. Now 1-2. Cuts
Ah,
and misses.
3.
It's a strikeout. Yordan Alvarez will hit next.
And things could change quickly here with one swing. Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Swing
Hee-haw!
and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing
Strike
and
two.
a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time,
Got
the
him.
2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Now, here is Bryson Stott. Arrieta back to work. That
Hey!
one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Fouled off left side. And he chases that one. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now here is Manny Ramirez. That's off
That's
the
in.
inside corner. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next
Hey!
offering is in for a strike. He swings and fouls one off.
Direct!
Strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bryce Harper. And that was
One.
cut on and missed. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Outside
Ball.
with a breaking ball. Got the bat
Direct!
going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first.
He's out!
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Max Scherzer back to work. Swing
Yeah,
and a
whack.
miss as he was late.
There might be time to
0-1.
choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one the other way. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
There's a swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little
no balls,
aggressive
2
early
strikes.
in the count. Too much for me.
Runner on the go in the dirt. Soriano in the scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. So the tying run at second. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to happen with 2 strikes.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first.
Oh.
Got him. One away on the strikeout. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous.
Yes, you're out.
Tag, and he's out at the plate.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong,
That's some good
like we
shit.
saw here, and you'll pay the price.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
1-1.
Thought he was fast. Thought he was fast enough.
In the air, center field, Bellinger. And that is the inning. And welcome back to the
Ninth.
ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the short. Stop at the plate. Willie Adames.
Put this fool in for it.
Just
Ball,
missed.
outside.
Fastball
Hee-haw!
for a strike.
Yeah.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it to first. One up, one down. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat.
Oh, you struck out. I heard that
Early run
shit.
of the game so far.
And first offering is fouled off. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th.
It's either strikeout or a bomb.
Foul ball. And they'll do it again.
You're out. You got out. Is he on 3? Chill, fool.
Got it. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now the catcher up to hit.
Johnny, I need you level-headed when we fucking start playing, dog. Come on.
And that one fouled off.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Pitch misses
Ball inside.
And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-2.
No, I don't think so, brother.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch.
I was
out.
drunk.
And we're back. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Chapman.
Scherzer goes to work. Tap foul at the plate. 1-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
Tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Stop. Throws to first
He's out.
in time. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. And now the center fielder, Lance Berkman.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And that one
Ball.
is downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. And another
Outside.
ball.
That's a ball.
That one missed.
That's a
down
ball.
3-0.
I almost feel like he's frustrated
3-0.
a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Ball 4.
That's
he
ball
walked
4.
in.
Take your base.
And that'll keep the line moving.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter. 2 balls and no
Almost.
strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
McGuire.
That's a ball. That's
stands
inside.
In now, looks at that one inside.
Ha!
Edge of the zone for a strike. 1 and 2. But he's
Nope,
back
he's
in
safe.
time. Here's a 1-2.
2-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Just
Full
off
count.
the outside edge. Full count, 3-2. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle. Base
It's all right.
hit. Bellinger returns it to the infield. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock. Oh, man.
Used it already or no?
Close to being a huge swing, maybe the biggest swing in this ball game. He's got to have a great bat to finish this off.
Big spot.
0-2.
Tying and winning runs aboard with 1 down.
Oh, they're applying pressure. Quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one player to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Sammy Sosa, trying to deliver as the hero. Oh, right to the backstop. So on the
What happened?
wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
Yeah.
Swings
Right
and
to-
misses.
Ah, 0-2.
And it's 0-2.
No
On the
balls,
marble,
2
Johnny.
strikes.
Ball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult.
Hey, 3.
Got him.
GG's,
That's
Julian.
the ball game.
Well, this
Now you won. I think he's cooked.